everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am going to do smile lines. I was requested by Laura to do smile lines and I'm going to do them in a couple of different ways. So this set is kind of inspired by, I think of Carnival. Is it Rio? I think it's Rio Carnival, you know, and they have the really big, lovely sequined bodices and yeah, so I've gone for this lovely nude colour. This is from Fairy Glow. It's a little bit on the way out, this one. But I thought it was that lovely kind of holiday, tanned. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Now, there's a few things in hindsight. So we're going to go through my kind of do's and don'ts. I'm experimenting with this, right? I don't know. This is a new one for me. Kind of a new one for me. So the first thing I've seen, and I've seen Susie do this, is you use a dotting tool and you mark where you want your smile line to go when you're painting it on, which just helps for you to get it all in the right way. So the first thing is, I come in with a slightly lighter nude colour to make the smile line. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to sugar over the rest of it. Okay, well, not the whole of it, obviously, because we still want to have our nail bed. So I'm going to come in with then, this light colour. I'm using a really tiny brush. I don't know. I've said this in a couple of videos now. I'm not sure about this brush. Anywho. So, mistake number one. Well, not mistake, but tip number one. Okay. Firstly, I didn't need to do this step at all because once I've sugared this, I come in later and I then put the white round. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of soften this and then I come back in and we'll put a white in. It just didn't quite look right when I did it first off. So I didn't have a specific plan in my brain. Okay, this is the design unfolding. The only thing I knew that I wanted to do was smile lines, and I got these awesome glitters from Glitterstella, which is the cocktail collection. So you have mojito, tequila sunrise, strawberry daiquiri, and there's 2 others as well. So there's 5 colours in total, which is why I thought, hey, these are rainbow colours. These will look awesome. And of course, holiday, you're going to be drinking cocktails. Come on. So yeah, this got a little bit messy. So I'm just going to come in with an old brush and just clean that up. Okay. You're not going to see this because it's going to be covered in glitter very shortly. It was just kind of give me the guide of where I was going. Should we put it like that? Okay. There we go. I'm just going to come in and just kind of feather it out a bit so that you didn't see that harsh line. Because at the time, I wasn't going to have a line there. Okay. And this is what I mean, that the design evolves. I have left this in real time. I apologise if people find that a little bit painful. But amazingly, we don't do everything in like 2 seconds. It takes time. I enjoyed this design, though. What I probably would have done if I was going to do it again is I would make the smile line out of, I would basically do it like a reverse. And I would make the smile line out of the nude colour. Leave the rest clear so that the glitter pops a lot more. Because having this dark nude colour under it, it kind of dulled it a bit, doesn't quite work. You don't get the vibrancy of the glitter that you would normally. So that's what I would do. I would leave that bottom part then clear. Okay, so we're going to come along and we're going to sugar this tip. We are going to put some top coat over the bottom part. Okay, because obviously that is what is going to get the glitter to stick to the tip. So we don't cure that. we put it on as neatly as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect because we can clean it up afterwards. Okay, so before you cure it, and you'll see what I mean, because I'm going to bring in my trusty old crappy brush to do the cleanup in a moment. Okay, so now we are going, there we go, we've got mojito. I will list all the colours in there because I can't remember off the top of my head. But that was very pretty. Very, very pretty. And especially, so Laura, I thought of you because you were saying that you use a lot of polygel. So it's sometimes more difficult, I think, to do, well, not more difficult to do smile lines in polygel, but I just thought if you're just doing a basic polygel set, like cover over your natural nail, and you want to spice that up a little bit, this would work really, really well for you because you're putting it on top. I know, see, I thought of you. You might find this absolutely hideous, I don't know, but the intent, you know, the thought was there and the intention was there. So just over the top, these bags actually had a hole where the, so you know, some people like to stick their bags on with on little hooks and stuff like that. But that was a bit of a pain then when I was trying to pour it out over the nail to start with, which is why I have 2 tubs going on. So I poured some into one already to then pour it into the other one, which just made it a bit easier. In case you were wondering, going, Shona, really? Why 2 pots? What's going on? This is not your usual. That is why. Okay, so once I've given that a clean up, push that in, I'm now going to cure that in the lamp, and I will cure it for 60 seconds to make sure it gets a good cure. Okay. So then I didn't like it just as like that. So I'm going to come in and now add the white, which is what I was talking about earlier. Like I say, if I thought of that first, and it is what I'm going to do to the next nail, the white goes in first. Then we're going to sugar, and then we're just going to clean off so it doesn't go over the white line. You will still see the white line just because it gave it a much nicer finish, because I'm trying to go kind of in between glitter at the minute, which makes this a lot more difficult. Whereas if you're just painting directly onto a nice smooth finish, you get a much better line. Okay, so that's hindsight number 1. Hindsight number 2 is I was using the nude colour to make the line. And actually I could have just done it with white, which would have saved that step as well. And I did eventually do that. But I haven't kept every single nail on this because I'm doing exactly the same thing. And that would get very boring. But like I say, I would actually... So that's if you wanted to do a full nail of this colour and you just want to make it a bit more crisp with that white there between the two. If I was going to do it again, I would do my smile line in the nude, then I would edge it in the white, then I would put the glitter on. Okay, that's the order in which I would do it. Right, so you can see what I mean. It looks okay, but it ain't perfect. We can do better, and we will do better. Okay, so moving on, we are now going to do the next nail. And as you can see, I'm using the first nail to kind of put my dots on where I want them to go. Okay, and I do that to all the rest of the nails, so it makes my smile lines all the same. I've dispensed with the tiny weeny brush, and I'm going for a much bigger brush, but I am still using the lighter nude colour here. I don't swap until the white when that finally twigs in my brain. Why am I doing this extra step that I don't need to? That comes on later nails. I think I only did it in the last nail, actually. I think it took me that long before I was like, why am I doing this? But you get into a kind of routine's the wrong word. You know, you do what, and you're so busy trying to make them all the same that you follow exactly the same thing, even if you happen to be making the same mistake or the extra step that you don't actually need. Do you know what I mean? Because you're just so focused on them all looking the same. So, right. There we go. We're just going to do that, and then we're going to whack that in the lamp, and then, yeah, then I come in and do the white. And then I will sugar it. Okay. Right. Yeah, I filmed it on my new background. I don't actually like that. I do prefer filming on the white. I think the background is great for pictures, and I've certainly enjoyed it more taking the pictures with my lovely background, but I think it distracts from what I'm doing. Should we put it that way? So I have just bought just a plain white acrylic, like a placemat actually, but it's quite a big one. I'm going to use that instead. I was using glass placemats, but they're not very big, and there's obviously gaps between them, and I just fancy something different. So I have, and I will be filming on those. But I needed to get these videos up and done before I can move on to the next ones, because I need to clear some space. Work has gone beyond crazy. I don't actually know if I'm coming or going. Even just the thought of sitting at my nail table, I feel exhausted before I've even begun. So yeah, it's not good at the minute. It's not good. But thankfully I had done, some batch nails, as I call it, like batch cooking, but no, I do it with nails. So I've got plenty of videos just to get me through this tough patch, and then I'll be ready to go again. Okay, so there's the white, and now I'm going to cure that in the lamp. And then we're going to come in and we're going to do the sugaring. Now, I could have stopped at that stage, but I didn't want to. I was like, I feel it needs more. Now, I could have gone with crystals, okay? But I kind of felt with so much glitter going on these nails, I didn't really want crystals. So, oh my God, Shona, would you stop faffing out? Oh, what have I got? I think I've got glitter in it. Yeah, tiny weeny bit of glitter. That was really not. And then I'm like, why are you worried about it? You're not going to see it. You're about to put a shed load of glitter on top. Just stop faffing with it and just get on with it, would you? What was I saying? I can't remember. I've just distracted myself. Oh, there we go. Pina colada is another one. So yeah, I decided I wanted a bit more. And you will also notice by the time, if you looked at the first picture and when we get to the end picture, I did some of them shiny and some of them matte. And I really like the matte ones. But I know a lot of people don't like matte. So I decided to do, there are 3 shinies and there are 2 matte ones. So you can see the difference. The only thing with the matte ones is the gel polish. Just make sure you've wiped off the tacky layer off it. Otherwise, that's going to get sticky. That's going to get sticky. Now, I'm cleaning this one off just to see if I can get rid of the glitter that is stuck on it. There we go. In a minute, I'll start faffing with it. I really did faff. Come on, Shona, let's move on. Let's get it on. Oh yeah, give it a shaky to dry there. At least I shook it. I didn't blow on it. Could you imagine if I'd blown? That would be one giant unicorn fight all over the place. And a waste of glitter. I wouldn't have liked that. I do like the fact that I'm making my mat rather shiny at the moment. I can see glitter sparkles, which it ended up like loads of glitter sparkles by the time we got to the end. It was a beautiful thing. Okay, so same again, a top coat on, so gloss top coat on, and then sprinkle the glitter over the top, and then we're going to put that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Okay, moving on. I am going to come in with my dotting tool, and I'm just going to put a little stripe, basically, of dots on it. I love dotting tools. I think they're great. They just give that little bit extra to a design, I think. I really enjoy it. So, this is... Like I say, I'm just going to dot on this one, and each one I'm going to dot, and it's going to be a colour that is similar to the glitter that is on them. And then all I'm going to do on top of that is, like I said, I'm going to top coat over 3 of them. One I've already done, you can see. So you're just going to watch me do this last 2. I wasn't happy with a couple of those dots, so I just wiped them off and put some more on. Cure that in the lamp then, and then I've kept in doing the next one. And that's pretty much it for this design. There's not a lot else to tell you about it. So Laura, I hope that you have liked it. I hope it has inspired you. Obviously you don't need to do these particular glitters. You can do any glitter you like, so long as it's a fine, preferably a super fine. It will look lovely, and I can't wait to see if you do create something and you pop it on the Facebook group for me to see, because I love seeing what you all create. And with that, I'm going to love and leave you, and I will catch you in the next one.